S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I want to turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad light. She fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like, yeah, 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETLs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Happy Friday. Hope you all had a wonderful trading week. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And in case you did not know, we were a Benziga FinTech Awards finalist in 2023 for the best data analysis tool. We're coming for first this year. So we're also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level and professional trading and investing courses, premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, futures. We also day trade and swing trade. We even cover long-term investing. There's something for everyone here inside of True Trading Group. We take that university level of curriculum, folks, and we combine that with you being led by 8 professional trading moderators each and every single day. We're not just gone after an hour or two and you guys are just left to fend for yourself. We are with you each and every single day from pre-market all the way through until the close. The moderators and I at TTG have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions of just around 80% now, going on roughly the last 4 years. You also get access to the members of True Trading Group, hands down, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you will ever find. Make sure you guys use the mobile app. Don't have time to sit in front of a computer all day long? I get it. I don't expect you to have that type of time. 82% of our over 10,000 members from 115 different countries have full-time jobs and work over 40 hours a week. You use the mobile app, you stay connected to our chat, you get the screen share that the moderators are showing you their screens, you see what they're doing, they talk to you live on the microphone throughout the day, and most importantly, you receive all of the real-time push notifications when our moderators execute their trades and enter and exit positions. Now, who am I? Why should you listen to anything that I talk about on this channel? Well, folks, I didn't figure this out by watching YouTube or sitting in Discords. I began my trading career working at T3 Alpha Fund, my first job at a college in New York City. While there, they had me go through a training program before the fund let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But it was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, you fast forward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG. And along with my team of, like I said, those 8 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live on this channel where myself and other mods and other special guests will drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, and trade ideas that can help you all become better traders. So go ahead right now, smash that like button, show some love. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and then turn on your notifications because you don't ever want to miss out on these live streams. We're dropping golden nuggets, giving you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and commentary on a daily basis. I'm also going live on Sunday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a huge stream. I got something special in store for you all. It's a big week next week. Why? It is Fed week. It's Fed week. Now, we're not going to get any rate cuts next week, but that's not what was going to be the most important thing. The most important thing is going to be, what does Jerome Powell have to say about the hot inflation data that we just got this week? Because you got hotter than expected CPI, you got hotter than expected PPI. The markets finally gave you a pullback day today. It feels like it's been forever since we've had a pullback day. You got one today. You broke down out of a major technical channel that we've been talking about and covering here on this channel for the last several weeks. But a technical breakdown here today in the markets. And we're going to go over exactly kind of what I think the markets do from here and from this point moving forward. But nonetheless, make sure that you have your notifications turned on for this Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, because I'm going to go live again. I'm going to share with you all of my top trade ideas for the week. I'm going to give you exactly the stocks I'm focused on. I'm already in currently a position already that we've taken about 80% profit off. So I'll talk to you guys about that and tell you kind of what I'm thinking about the rest of that position and kind of some things that I'm eyeing up for us on how to make some money next week. Okay. So again, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, make sure you guys don't ever miss out on any of these lives. So it's a pullback day today, right? It's a pullback day today, and we have fallen out of the channel, right? So if you guys have been following this YouTube channel for the last couple of weeks, and you know that I've been talking about this upward sloping channel ad nauseum for the start of 2024, right? Ever since January 2nd, the first trading day of the year, we have been in this upward sloping channel. And for the very first time all year, in 2.5 months, we've fallen out of the channel. Okay. We've fallen out of the channel, put in this little indecision type of doji where you have the high of the day, the low of the day, and the open and the close are right dead smack in the middle of that trading range. So when you see that, that is called an indecision doji, where the market's open, you put in highs, you put in lows, and it goes back and it closes right where it started the day. That's showing you the indecision. Why? Because the markets will trade higher, then they will trade lower, and they go right back to where they started. Right? So a little bit of an indecision doji there as we have fallen out of this channel, and you have now this nice flat top up here. 4 trading days out of 5 where you've topped out at around 517.5 to 518. That is your all-time highs on the SPY. And you now had this little bit of a pullback day today on what was a witching day today. So some heavy volume going into the close. But now that you've kind of broken yourself out of this upward sloping channel, for me, I look at this and I say, okay, this channel has been intact for 2.5 months. Now that you've fallen out of it, let's look for it to be resistance now. And we were able to execute some really nice trades today inside a True Trading Group, and the members were able to really capitalize on some SPY put options. Also, some members that were trading MES or ES on the futures contracts, and we were able to make some really good money today by using the top end of that channel as a resistance point, right? And what you'll see, is if I take this into a 3-minute chart, right, and see this, here's that same upward sloping line on the channel. But if we disregard this line, because now the scaling of it will be off as it changed time frame, so I'm just going to delete it. But you'll see that that was the bottom end of that channel. This right here is yesterday's low. And yesterday's low is the bottom end. And I'll go back to the daily chart now just to zoom in just so I can show you, just to clarify for you guys. Yesterday's low was the bottom end of that upward sloping channel. So when we zoom it back in, you'll notice that yesterday's low, that is exactly where the market's topped out today. And there's your high of the day. And then you get that nice little pullback. And this is really where the money was made today. The money was made today on this nice little bleed out move. And this bleed out move didn't just stop out of nowhere. It stopped right at 508.50. Now, why is 508.50 an area of significance? Because I'm not just pulling these numbers out of thin air. These are your support and resistance levels on the market. And the beautiful thing about what you've seen in the indexes over these last several weeks is that they've been trading off technicals, not fundamentals, right? They've been trading off technicals, not fundamentals. And that has provided with some excellent trading opportunities for active traders, whether you're day trading or swing trading, because these levels are holding very, very, very nicely. And you just wait for these key levels. Well, listen, if you guys can't identify these levels, and don't worry about it. That's why you have the 8 professional traders with you during the day. We will tell you where these levels are. We tell you, okay, this is where we're getting long. This is where we're getting short, or this is where we're getting call options, or this is where we're getting put options. So if you don't know how to identify these levels, don't worry about it. That's the whole point of you joining True Trading Group, and to be with 10,000 traders that's led by 8 professional full-time traders, right? So we identify these levels for you before the day even begins. Right. Every day, the moderators and I, we come on the mic, we talk to you, we say, okay, guys, this is exactly what we think the market's going to do today. And then these are the stocks that we're focused on. And these are the entry and exit prices for what we're looking at. So you'll know exactly what the game plan is, where we're going to get long, where we're going to get short, et cetera. So it's not just like a shock or a surprise. And then you just have your phone on you. If you can't be in front of your computer, you'll get a notification when one of our mods enters a position and their orders execute. You can log in your phone, place an order, set a stop, put your phone down, get another notification 2 hours later. They just took profit, log in, take profit, adjust your stop, put your phone back down. And that's how 82% of our members that have full-time jobs, that's how 82% of them actually go through and trade with us and take advantage and participate in what's going on in what is the greatest market environment that we've seen. And it's been that way for the last several years. I mean, honestly, from dating back from the COVID crash, this stretch of volatility has been the best trading that I've seen in my whole career. And I've been doing this for 18 years. I've seen bull markets, bear markets. I've seen sideways markets. I've seen high volatility, low volatility. And the thing that's so incredible about this market is that it doesn't matter what you trade. It never used to be that way. You used to have to follow the money. You used to have to find where the opportunities were. What part of the market are things moving around? Now, what you got to do is open your eyes. That's it. Open your eyes. Because it doesn't matter what you look at. There's such thing as looking in the wrong place. There's opportunity in every single corner of this market, whether you're looking at commodities, copper's on fire, gold is on fire, right? Oil's been pumping to the upside. So you want commodities? Great. There you go. Bitcoin's rallying to all-time highs. There you go there, right? You got small caps, obviously, pop up and off the scanner on a daily basis based on news. And then you've got your mid caps and your large caps in the overall indexes that are moving around, $10, $15 at a time. Stocks like Meta, Microsoft, right? Tesla's down 35%, I think, to start the year. Then you have stocks like obviously AMD and NVIDIA that made their runs to all-time highs. There's opportunity in every single corner of this market. Even Apple, a stock that has very low volatility, even Apple is moving around and is one of the worst performing stocks so far coming into 2024. When you look at performing stocks on the S&P 500 so far, Apple's lagging, Tesla's lagging, you've got Alphabet is lagging, but in the meantime, you've got Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, AMD, NVIDIA that are pumping to all-time highs. That's what I'm saying. There's opportunity every single place that you look. It's not just like the old days. And if anyone that's watching, if you guys have been, if you were trading prior to COVID, that back in like 2017, 2016, you couldn't just find, an individual stock that's going to move 5-6% in one day in every single sector of this market. You've got, stocks like Affirm yesterday down 13%, Upstart yesterday down 8 or 9%, Enphase, FSLR, SolarSock getting rocked as interest rates are going to stay higher, and those interest rate sensitive stocks are getting hit on the back of the hotter inflation number and the expectations now of less or fewer rate cuts that you're going to get this year. Point being, there's opportunities every single place that you look. And if you have been sitting on the sidelines this entire time because you missed the rally in 2020, you missed the opportunity in 2022, you thought 2023 there was going to be a depression, and now you're staring at these stocks at all-time highs, and you've missed out on. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to sit back. I'm gonna wait for the markets to pull back. I got a fun fact for you. If you're waiting for the markets to pull back, and this is just something that I saw today, and it's very, very, very interesting, and it falls kind of in line with some of the other bigger macro stuff that I've been saying on this channel for the last couple of months. You still have, even at this stage in the market rally to all-time highs, you have a record $6.1 trillion in cash and cash equivalents on the sidelines. Let me say that to you again. Even with the markets at all-time highs, there is $6.1 trillion on the sidelines in cash or cash equivalent. That is the highest number on record. So what does that mean? That means that if and when the market pulls back, you're going to have a lot of people that are looking to put money to work. So the people that are waiting for this end of days stock market crash, the data that we have gotten so far would suggest otherwise. Sure, is inflation stickier than people would have liked it to be? Yes, but earnings have been way better, it's probably not the right, this grammar is not correct. Earnings have been way better than people had expected them to be, as it is compared to how that inflation is worse than people thought. Okay. So yes, inflation these last 2 months has been tough. Inflation accelerated in January. It accelerated a little bit depending on what parts of inflation you look at in February. There's some parts of inflation. There's 8 different data points for inflation. There's actually more than that. There's actually 12. But when it comes to CPI and PPI, and then you have PCE. Okay. But CPI and PPI, for the CPI, you have year-over-year headline, month-over-month headline. Then you have year-over-year core and month-over-month core. The difference between headline and core. Headline's everything. Core is if core factors out food and energy prices. Then you have the PPI headline year-over-year, headline month-over-month, core year-over-year, and core month-over-month. Now, when you break down all of those 8 different data points that we got over the last 3 days, you got CPI on Tuesday, PPI on Thursday. Some of those were higher than last month. Some were lower than last month. Some were even with last month. So when you're looking for, was there an acceleration in inflation? Slightly, you could say that there was, depending on certain areas of inflation that you had. But it wasn't, I guess, enough of an acceleration to make people feel that the Fed is stuck between a rock and a hard place. I got to be honest with you, I'm surprised that it took the markets until Friday to give you a pullback. I actually thought we were going to have a pullback Tuesday or Thursday after the inflation data that we got. But the other information that you got on Thursday was jobless claims. And the jobless claims were way better than people had anticipated. Way better. You had way less initial jobless claims than expected, and you had way less continuing jobless claims than what was expected. That's the most important number. Continuing initial jobless claims are the amount of people that just lose their job and they initially file for the unemployment benefit. Continuing jobless claims are the people that can't find a job after losing theirs, and they're continuously collecting that unemployment benefit. So the true sign of a weakening labor market is not just people losing their job, it's them not being able to find another one. And that is when the unemployment rate can really start to move higher. So when you got this higher than expected inflation number, it was slightly higher, but then you got this jobs data, and the jobs data was way stronger than people thought. And that allowed the market to say, okay, the Fed is not caught between a rock and a hard place. What do I mean by that? The market's going to think the Fed is caught between a rock and a hard place if you get this scenario. Inflation starts accelerating while the labor market cracks, then the Fed is caught because the Fed has a dual mandate. Literally, the Fed's responsibility is two things, and two things only: price stability, that's inflation, and maximum employment, labor market. That's their job. Their job is to balance price stability with maximum employment. Literally their mandate as the Federal Reserve. That's their responsibility. So if inflation accelerates, they can't cut rates. But if the labor market cracks, then the way for them to save the labor market and therefore the economy would be to cut rates. But they can't do both of those things at the same time, because when inflation accelerates and you keep rates high, but if the labor market cracks, then you're not going to be able to save the labor market if you keep rates high, and you're not going to be able to stop the economy from slowing down and possibly going towards recession. But if the labor market cracks, in order to prevent the economy from slowing and going into recession, they'd have to cut rates. But if you cut rates, inflation then accelerates and you lose price stability. So they won't be able to do both. That's why I'm saying caught between a rock and a hard place. Now, that scenario has not yet taken shape. The labor market is still holding together. The economy is still holding together. GDP is fine. The labor market is fine. Earnings are fine. So the fact that inflation is sticky right now is okay with the market as long as the jobs market is stable. And that's why I think the market was able to shake off what was a less than ideal CPI and PPI print. And that's how you find ourselves where we are here now today. And I think today was just maybe a little bit of a hangover from the CPI and the PPI, and you've kind of peeled out a little bit of the expectations of rate cuts. You've had like Goldman Sachs. I think it was Goldman Sachs today. It was Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan. I think it might have been actually JP Morgan. They've now adjusted their expected rate cuts this year to 75 basis points, which means you only get 3 25 basis point rate cuts this year, which means that first rate cut is still months away. So now the question becomes, can the labor market hold together for the next several months if the first rate cut doesn't come until, let's say, June or maybe even July? The first cut's going to probably come June, July. Okay. There's no Fed meeting in August. So you're not going to wait until, September to get a rate cut, right? That first cut probably comes the middle to the end of the summer, probably the middle of the summer, because you got, May to August, right? You've got no Fed meeting in April. You're not going to get a cut in March. There's no Fed meeting in April. Then you have May, June, July. Now, the probability of a May cut after the inflation numbers that we just got dropped way down because inflation is still pretty high and it's still very sticky. So the chances of a May hike dropped way down. Now the market's beginning to expect that first cut in June. But if the Fed comes out on Wednesday, which is your next Fed meeting, if the Fed comes out on Wednesday and starts insinuating that, hey, like, I guess what the markets are going to want to listen to on Wednesday is, how concerned are you, Mr. Powell and company, about the inflation numbers we just got for January and February? Are you concerned about the numbers that we just got? Because the market wasn't concerned. And the market's not concerned because they think that the Fed's not concerned, because as long as the jobs market is stable, they can keep rates where they are until inflation breaks. So are you concerned about the data we just got? Or is it just, no, we're still headed in the right direction. It's going to be sticky in certain areas. You're not just going to come down every month. You might get 1 month it's higher, but then the next month it drops back down. We still feel good about the direction inflation is headed. Is that the Jerome Powell that we get? Or do you get the Jerome Powell of, we're not happy with these inflation numbers. Inflation is still very sticky. It's way too soon to say that we have the confidence to begin cutting rates. We didn't even discuss cutting rates at this Fed meeting. And the dot plot, which is the expected rate cuts from the Fed members, Does that start to get pushed even further out? And do you see a lot of Fed members begin to say, maybe not even 3 rate cuts, maybe 2, maybe none? How many Fed members start to say maybe only 2 cuts, maybe 1 cut, maybe no cuts? Because the market's not going to want to see that, because it's a race against time. It's a race against time. Does inflation crack before the labor market cracks? They can't just keep rates where they are for the next year. That would be way too long, and then you would see the economy suffer the consequence. So they're going to have to cut at some point. But does it happen before or after the labor market eventually weakens? Because if they can do it before the labor market weakens, then that's your soft landing. It's literally what the soft landing would look like. Inflation goes down, down, down. They go, okay, we're good. We're going to cut rates while the labor market is still doing well. There's your soft landing, right? But if they have to cut rates before they're ready because of inflation, because of the labor market, then inflation could accelerate again. And if that happens, it's the 1970s all over again. And that's what Jerome Powell does not want. You can't cut rates until inflation is where they want it to be. They would rather have the labor market weaken and then have inflation reaccelerate, because it's a lot easier to fix a weak labor market than it is to fix runaway out of control inflation. And a Fed would say 100 times out of 100, I'll take a weaker labor market and a potential recession. I'll take that 100 times out of 100 over the potential losing control of inflation. Because then you have the 1980s, which is Paul Volcker coming in the end of the 70s and purposely causing a recession because it was the only way for them to regain control of inflation. Very different scenario now, but Jerome Powell is very keen to and very aware of the mistakes that the Fed made in the 70s, and he will not make that mistake again. And I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good that Jerome Powell's not going to make that mistake again. They made the mistake of keeping rates too low for too long. I don't think they're going to make the same mistake of cutting rates too early. Okay. So with that whole inflation's transitory, that was a big mistake, right? But they've made up for it. They got caught up. They've got inflation headed in the right direction. The economy's still intact. Get the job done, right? Get the job done. Keep at it. So that's what I think the market's going to be paying attention to on Wednesday. It should provide us with some really good volatility, especially now considering that we've broken a technical level in the overall market, right? So since Khan says, how much money 82% full-time job traders can make money in a year if they have small account like $1,000 as a swing trader or an options trader? Khan, to be honest with you, Khan, we have several members into your trading group that have turned just a couple $100 into 5-figure accounts. And, the reality of it is that the majority of members into your trading group, Khan, are making money and they're becoming better traders. Okay. And I'm not just saying that because I believe that in my head to be true. It's because members actually say that themselves. They're the ones that tell us that they're making money and they're becoming better traders. I don't do like full audits of their brokerage accounts, but they're the ones that tell us that they're making money, that they're having success or they're not. And especially considering that 78% of our members renew their membership, I would have to assume that you're not going to stay with True Trading Group for more than a year. You're certainly not going to become a lifetime member of True Trading Group if you're not making any money, you're not becoming successful, you're not having any progress. So 78% of our members stay with us after they join, and that's because our members are making money and becoming better traders. And don't take my word for it. I'll ask members. They can answer for you. Members, do me a favor, guys. Just go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. If you're a member and you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders, let's help out Khan, because Khan's got, very specific questions here. It sounds like, Khan works full-time, has $1,000 account, wants to be a swing trader. So for those of you that are members and you guys are making money, go ahead and type the number 1 inside chat right now. And Khan and anybody else that's wondering maybe the same thing, I'm sure there's a lot of people on here that are wondering the same thing. Just pay attention to how many people you see type the number 1, because these are your friends, your family members, these are your coworkers, these are your peers. Okay, these people are making money, and it's not because I've given them some super special top secret indicator that I learned working at a hedge fund in New York. It's also not because I've given them some super top secret AI algorithm that trades for them while they're sleeping. It's because they have received a professional level, okay, of education. They are guided by 8 professional full-time traders throughout every single trading day, and they have access to the tools and resources that they need to give themselves the very best chance of becoming successful. That's why. And a lot of them have done it with small accounts, right? So Khan, I'll follow up that question because Khan wants to know, like, hey, how much money could I make, trading while working a full-time job? A lot of our members have started with just a couple $100 in their account. And I'll leave this to you guys, members. If you, excuse me, if you joined True Trading Group with less than $1,000 in your account, can you guys comment what you started with? And if you would like to share, just so we can help out Khan, where are you at now? So like, what did you start with? If it was less, like if you started with like $400, what did you start with? And then maybe where are you now, and how quickly or how long did it take you to get to that point? Just so we can give Khan kind of a general answer to this, because Khan, the reality is I can't really answer that question. Everyone's different. No two traders are the same. People have different risk tolerances. People trade different things, right? People have different size accounts. So I can't answer that question for you. The answer is not the same for every single person. I wish there was a way for me to answer that question for you, but I'll just let members tell you if they started with less than $1,000, how much do they actually start with in their account, to show you that you just simply don't need tens and thousands of dollars in order for you guys to get started trading. You don't. It's a very big misconception. You do not need $25,000 in your account in order to day trade, right? You just don't. Okay. And it's a very big misconception. You can use a cash account and trade options. That's what I tell people, right? You've got like $400 or $500 in your account. Use a cash account so you're not bound by PDT rule, and trade options, because you're not going to be able to trade equities without margin on a $400 or $500 account. You would need margin in order to trade the equities with that small of an account. So you trade options, and that's exactly what our members have been able to do. Right? That's what has allowed our members to be able to be successful and make money. Again, it's not because I'm saying it to be true. It's because our members tell you so. You saw how many people were typing number one, telling that they're making money, becoming better traders before when I asked it. Right? So don't just take my word for it. You shouldn't just take my word for them. At the end of the day, I'm somebody on YouTube, right? Yep. Yes. Do I have Wall Street experience? Did I work at a fund? Did I receive a Trader of the Year award? Have I been doing this for 18 years? Yes, 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 yes. All those things are true, right? But still, it's better that you get answers like that from people that are in your actual, that are in the shoes that you're looking to be in. Right? Like you're considering joining a group like True Trading Group. Otherwise, I'm sure you wouldn't be on this live stream. And it's important for you to hear directly from members themselves. Okay. Nice. Matthew Brown says, options make my mind short circuit, but your options course is starting to help me see the light. Yeah. You guys get access to all of our courses when you join True Trading Group. Okay. All of our courses are included. It's a 22 course curriculum. It is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. You get access to all of it. There is no upsell for those courses. Okay. Actually, here, this is what we can do. I've got actually a coupon code that I can give you guys if you guys are interested in joining TTG. If you guys want to go to ttgoffer.com right now, you can just pull up a web browser. This is going to be valid until Sunday at midnight, and then the price is going to be jumping up towards $720. So if you were to go to our site on your own, you'll see that it's going to cost you $1,212 to join our membership for the year. But you guys are on the YouTube channel, use this coupon code. You got to type it in manually. Coupon code is TTG121. Okay, type that in, click apply code. It'll knock 54% off, drops the membership down to just $557 for the whole year. Everything you see on that page is going to be included with your membership. That's our entire curriculum, right? You're also going to get to use, obviously, you get our chat room where the mods and I share our screen with you. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're with you for the whole day. And then you have the mobile app, The mobile app you'll get, iPhone, Android, whatever. You can stay connected to chat even if you're not in front of your computer. Again, this is how the 82% of our members that have full-time jobs, this is how they follow along with everything that's taking place. Whenever one of our moderators enters or exits a trade, you receive a real-time push notification through the mobile app. Okay, this is all included when you join us if you use this coupon code 557. It's valid until Sunday at midnight. All right. You're also going to get 2 small private mentorship sessions with our moderators to speed up your learning curve. You get a video library with over 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering different topics. You get the watch list from the moderators each and every single day where we tell you, hey, these are the stocks we're focused on. These are the entry prices. These are the exit prices. So you know what to focus on before the day starts. Okay. We're not Monday morning quarterbacks. We don't talk about what happened after the fact. We have no problem telling everybody this is what we think is going to take place. These are where our orders are. If you think that that's a good idea too, you're more than welcome to follow along with what we are doing. Okay? It's very easy to do so thanks to the way that the moderators and I tell you what the plan is ahead of time, and then also with the real-time push notification on our mobile app. That's, again, ttgoffer.com. All the courses are included. Again, no upsell for any of those courses. There's no like VIP pro courses that cost more money. Okay. They're all included when you join for the 557. I will also offer anyone that joins through Trading Group. We always give you guys the double your money back guarantee. We believe very strongly in the platform that we have created and its ability to help our members reach their goals. So anyone that joins TTG, this is how it works. You can make back your membership fee. We give you back double. So here's the details. It's right there on the checkout page. Go read it. It's in black and white. Our double your money back guarantee is right there. I suggest you go read it. You join TTG right now. You pay $557 with the coupon code I gave you. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and then attend just one study group. We do study groups every Thursday. I'm asking you to attend one of them. If you are unable, after doing those things, if you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal $557, you can't do that at least one time during your membership, we will give you back $1,114, literally double what you just paid to join our community. Now, I can do that because our refund rate at your Trading Group is actually less than 2.5%, and our retention rate is 78%. Remember, 78% of our members have either renewed their membership or they become a lifetime member. Guys, do me a favor real quick. Members, type the number 2 if you are a lifetime member or you've been part of True Trading Group for longer than 1 year. Just type the number 2. Now, people that are on the stream that are not members, ask yourself this. Or let's just play out a hypothetical situation. Let's say you join True Trading Group today. You'll pay $557. Let's assume it's March 15th, 2025. Your membership is up for renewal. If you did not make any money, you learned nothing, would you renew your membership and pay another $557 to continue your annual membership with True Trading Group? Now, the answer I assume is going to be no. I wouldn't expect you to. So then why the hell did all of these people do it? Why did all of these people typing the number 2, why did they all renew their membership? I mean, you certainly wouldn't become a lifetime member, would you? If you weren't having any success, if you didn't learn anything, you made no money, then why would you renew your membership? I wouldn't if it was me. So then why did all these people? Seriously, ask yourself that. Guys, do yourself a favor. If you have any questions at all about the membership, we're fully transparent. We're an open book. Send a text message to 1-888-306-8783. Yes, Con, the renewal price will also be $557. So when you guys join True Trading Group, you're grandfathering yourself in at that price. So actually, after Sunday at midnight, the price is jumping to $720, which is still a great deal off the $12.12 membership price, but it's a lot higher than $557. So even if our membership next year is $1,200, and when it comes time for you to renew your membership, it doesn't matter if our membership's $1,200 at that time. You'll only pay the $557 Con to renew your membership. Okay. So the price you pay when you join is the price that you pay when it comes time to renew your membership, if you so choose to renew your membership. And considering 78% of our members do, I'm confident you're going to want to also. That W money back guarantee, it's there for peace of mind. I honestly don't think you need it, considering our refund rate is less than 2.5%, but it's there to hold us accountable, right? This is how we prove to you how much we believe in the platform that we've created. Okay. So again, go to ttgoffer.com and then use that coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops to $557. That's 54% off. And then you guys are good to go. Any questions, text us 1-888-306-8783. We're fully transparent. We are an open book. You have questions, you text us. Wyatt says, is Benzinga Pro and TradingView worth it? Okay, so Wyatt, we actually have a bevy of trading tools available on the TeachD platform for an additional cost for those of you that want it. So when you join True Trading Group, the base annual membership that gets you the chat, it gets you all the trade alerts, it gets you the mobile app, the 2 mentor sessions, the watch list, the video library, that's all $557 for the whole year. If you want, we have actually tools that would save you probably around $4,000 to $5,000 a year if you were to pay for this stuff on your own, because for just another couple $100, you guys could get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed, TradingView's premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner, unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data, short data, congressional trading data, analyst ratings, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner, AI trading tools, a proprietary scanner to let you create your own custom scans. All of those things are available on our platform for an additional cost to the $557 if you want it. Now, if you were to pay for those things on your own, Wyatt, you're going to spend probably around $5,000 for the year. Like just Benzinga Pro with the congressional trading data, just that alone is over $1,000 for the year. TradingView Premium is like $600 a year. So like just those couple things right there, you're more than 3 times the cost to join the True Trading Group's annual membership. And you've only talked about just a couple of those tools. Okay, so those are on the TeachD platform for an additional cost if you want them. If you do want them, it's going to save you a couple $1,000 if you get them through our platform rather than pay for them all individually. And that's one of the reasons why we were a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool, for bringing all of these tools under one roof for one very affordable price. Saves retail. Most retail traders don't use these tools because they're so expensive. $5,000 a year to pay for tools is a lot of money for the average retail trader. So you come join True Trading Group, you can get access to all that stuff for a fraction of the price. And that gives people an edge, right? Professional traders use this stuff, so you should too, right? So again, folks, just go to ttgoffer.com, use that coupon code TTG121, click apply code, 54% off, drops the price to $557, and you guys can check out and be good to go. Price goes up Sunday at midnight. Don't forget it. $720 after that. And then you guys can also send a text if you have any questions, 1-888-306-8783. All right, guys, let's move on over to the next segment of the live, the one that you all love so much. It is Grade My Stock. So this segment of the live stream, what we like to do here, and I think it's fitting to also to kind of close out and wrap up the week. We talked about the overall markets. Join me Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern because I'm going to give you my top trade ideas for the week. We'll go over where the futures market's trading on Sunday evening, and we'll go over, where we see the opportunities Monday and Tuesday prior to the Fed meeting on Wednesday. Okay. So grade my stock. You guys are going to call out a bunch of different ticker symbols. I'll grab one. We'll talk about it. I'll grade it. A, B, C, D, F, right? So A, I love the stock. I'd buy it right now. B, I like the stock. Maybe I already own it. Probably not buying it right now, but I'm certainly not selling it. I'm holding it. C is, it's okay. D means I don't like it, have no intentions on selling it. have no intentions on buying it. F means I would dump that thing and never look back. So I go over, I give you a grade on the stocks that are my personal opinions, and I explain to you the reasons why I am giving the stock that particular grade, right? So that is the way that this segment goes down. So let's go ahead, folks. Let's begin this segment of Grade My Stock. FSLR. Okay, FSLR, I'm going to give that one, I'm giving that one a C. Reason why I'm giving that one a C is because A, I don't own it. B, I don't intend on owning it. But there is a level that I think it's worth buying. Okay. We do have to welcome Wyatt. Wyatt's the newest member of the TTG fam. Everybody welcome Wyatt. Wyatt, welcome to the TTG fam. Everybody welcome Wyatt, newest member of the group. Guys, again, if you have any questions, okay, if you guys have any questions at all, just text us. All right. That's 1-888-306-8783 if you guys have any questions at all. All right. So Wyatt, welcome to the family. Oh, there's Wyatt right there. So Wyatt is SOUN. Wyatt, since you just joined, brother, I'll hit SOUN right after FSLR. All right. So as we sit here and we look at this FSLR, I actually don't own any solar stocks in my long-term portfolio. I really honestly don't have really any intention on putting solar stocks in my long-term portfolio. Solar technology, I just feel like it's I don't know. I feel like it's still inefficient. It's costly, and these companies are highly, tied to interest rates, and some of them have some decent amounts of debt. I'm not really interested in buying the stock until it gets down to here, and that's why I'm giving it a C. I'm giving it a C because I don't own it, don't plan on owning it, and I don't really necessarily like it for a buy right now. But I do think that if you get down to this region here, I do think it's worth it. It's worth a stab because there's a beautiful support level that you have there. There's resistance right there from 2022. There's resistance from 2021. There's resistance here from early 2021. So this is a nice level that used to be resistance. You broke through it in 2022. You had this beautiful rally. Now you're dropping back into it. And I do think that there's enough of a support level down here in like the 120s. I think there's enough of a support level down there that you can try that thing for bounces off of that major support level. We have to welcome Jerome. Jerome just joined True Trading Group, guys. So Jerome is the newest member of the TTG fam. Welcome, Jerome. Guys, again, that coupon code I gave you, it's good only until Sunday at midnight. So hurry up and jump on it. If you're watching this video after it's already aired and it's Saturday or it's Sunday, just go to ttgoffer.com, manually type in TTG121, click apply code. You'll get the 54% discount, drops to $557. That price is going to jump Sunday at midnight. So make sure you guys grab it now. Any questions, text us 1-888-306-8783. All right. All right, so that is FSLR. Next up is SOUM, my boy Wyatt, the newest member of the TTG fam. So Wyatt, I'm going to give SOUN a B. I'm going to give it a B. I'm giving SOUN a B. And the reason why I'm giving SOUN a B is, well, we do have to welcome first. I'm going to shorten it because I cannot pronounce it. And we're going to welcome Shahryar. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Shahryar, welcome to the TTG fam. I'm going to call you Shah. Welcome to the TTG fam. I apologize for butchering the name. Welcome to the True Trading community. Newest member of the group, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. TTGoffer.com, TTG121. Text us with questions, 1-888-306-8783. You guys have the W money back guarantee. Don't forget about it. It's real. It's right there on the checkout page. Go read it. Oh, that's Khan. Excellent. So that is Khan. Fantastic. Khan, welcome to the family. Khan, I apologize for butchering the name. Welcome to the team. That's much easier. I can call you Khan all day long. That's way easier for me. Welcome to the THD fam, Khan. I'm glad to have you part of the group. All right, everybody, welcome Khan, newest member of the group. Daniel, what's up? Daniel says, hello, guys. My dad has been in this group for a year now. How are you, Daniel? We are fantastic. I hope you're doing well. Pleasure to have your pops with us. And hopefully maybe one day, like father, like son, you join the TTG family and continue in your father's footsteps. Daniel, if you do want to join and your dad's a member, if you do want to join, Daniel, send us a text message, all right? 1-888-306-8783. So back to SOUN for my boy Wyatt, 19-year-old college student starting early. I love it, Wyatt, by the way. My friend, you stay on this path. You focus on this more so than anything else. And I promise you, by the time that you are 30 years old and all your friends are living at home with their parents or they're living in a small studio apartment, you are going to have enough money to put a down payment down on your house without having to ask your parents for help. You start investing and you start getting involved in the markets right now at 19 years old. My friend, 10 years from now, when you are still a very young man, you are going to be happy that you did. I'm telling you that right now. I started very young and I still wish that I started earlier. My very first job out of college was working on Wall Street. So I got thrown into this at a very, very early age. But even then, I was stupid with my money, going out and spending, $1,000, $2,000 at some dumb nightclub in New York City when I could have been putting that money into like Microsoft in 2007, right? Like, this is the stuff that you look back on and you learn from, right? And I'm telling you, you're going to be happy that you did, man. Nice. Wyatt started 2 years ago. That's so awesome, man. I love it. I commend you. Honestly, seriously, I tip my hat. Not many people have the wherewithal to get started that young. Trust me, man, no matter what happens, keep with it, stick with it, keep investing. You are going to be damn happy that you did. So props to you, honestly. And I'm happy to have you part of the group now. So let's talk about this SOUN. So I got to be honest with you here. I'm not a huge fan of SOUN, like fundamentally as a company. Everybody got very excited about SOUN because NVIDIA invested in the company, but it's like a 1% stake in the company. It's not some massive investment by NVIDIA. It's not like NVIDIA is dumping like billions of dollars into the company. It's a very small investment. So you gotta understand that. But that's what got this stock moving in the first place. It started to get shorted. And to me, it feels more like this is a little bit of a short squeeze being fueled by retail interest, not necessarily big institutional money saying this company is amazing. Let's swallow up these shares. To be honest, I think it is NVIDIA news. Social media goes crazy. People come in and short the stock because it's not a top tier quality company. And then retail and social media, they continue to just buy into this thing because it's very, very cheap and it involves NVIDIA. And NVIDIA being $900 a share is very expensive and out of reach for a lot of people. And they feel like, well, maybe I can capitalize on AI and NVIDIA by buying SOUN. And that's giving you this social media push and surge on the back of for SOUN. However, I don't necessarily feel comfortable enough to say this is a stock that goes in the long-term portfolio, right? So I'm not putting this stock in my long-term portfolio as of today. Now, if the company develops over the next few quarters or year and that changes, I'll gladly let everybody know if and when that changes. For now, for me, SOUN is a trade. And what I'm seeing on the chart tells me that there's still a lot of potential here as long as the stock stays above 750. Okay. 750 is a key level that we broke above a couple days ago. You will see a resistance level here on the initial pop and short squeeze that stemmed from the NVIDIA news. You then had a nice little pullback, got some short sellers in there. You then squeeze them out through the high, and then you broke out through that high on a nice increase in volume. And for the last 2 trading days, SOUN has found support at 750. What I think you need to do with SOUN is, as long as you're above 750, look for SOUN to continue and try to do something like this and try to give you a short squeeze. I think it's worth the risk reward is worth hanging on for a possible short squeeze, taking profits off along the way, and then maybe saying, hey, listen, if this thing gets beneath $7 or $7.50, I think it's worth it, especially, wow, you're in from $1.60 a share, Wyatt. I think that's a beautiful, way. Hey, listen, that's great money. You're, a couple 100% gain, and then take that profit and stick it in your pocket. So for me, I'm going to give it a B, but for me, it's a trade. It's not something that I would consider putting in my long-term investment at this time. The company's too young. The company's too small. It's not going to earn a spot in my long-term portfolio at this point, but I have no problem trading the stock for a potential short squeeze. Okay. All right. AI, AI for me is a C. I don't like AI. It's funny that the ticker that actually is AI has not participated in the AI rally. People look at AI as a cheap way to take advantage of the AI surge, because they feel like AMD, Nvidia, Broadcom, Microsoft, Meta, which are your leaders in AI, they feel like they're too expensive, right? They feel like they've made too big of a run. And the way that I have always done things is I'd much rather buy the higher quality company, even though it's more expensive. You can buy fractional shares of things now. It's all relative, right? People think that a $300 stock can't go to 600 and go up 100%, but they feel a $30 stock can much more easily go to 60. And it's not true. Okay. Just because a stock is $30 and another stock is 300 does not mean the stock that's $30 has a higher likelihood or chance of going up 100%. It's not true. And if you've ever seen bigger evidence of that, then look no further than the leaders in AI right now. You look at Nvidia, that stock was at $350 in 2023. It's now at $900, right? You take a look at AMD. AMD last year was $90. It's now at $200, right? Broadcom was a $500 stock. It's now at $1,200. These are all stocks that were hundreds and hundreds of dollars a share that went up 100%, right? You go and you take a look at Meta. Meta was $200. Now it's $485, right? Microsoft was $240 in 2022 and 2023. It's now at $416. You don't need to buy something cheap in order for you to capitalize on upside. Buy quality companies that are leaders in their space, that are at the forefront of a technological revolution, which is what AI is. And you have a better chance, in my opinion, of gaining value on investing in good companies, not cheap companies. Companies that are cheap sometimes for a reason, not because you've discovered some hidden secret gem that nobody else on Wall Street knows about, that nobody's been buying. Much more likely that there's a reason the stock is cheap. So I don't want to be buying AI just because I feel like, I'm in all these stocks. So I understand it's easy for me to say that. But if you were someone that missed this move, I don't think going to AI is the answer. I would much rather say, listen, if in a different world, I didn't own Nvidia, I didn't own AMD, I didn't own Microsoft, I didn't own Meta, I didn't own Broadcom, I own all those companies currently. But in a scenario that I didn't, I would be much more inclined to buy Palantir. I like Palantir much better than I like AI. And I would be more inclined to just buy all those bigger companies when they pull back. That's what I would prefer, right? That's what I would prefer. I'm not a big fan of AI, right? Look at this chart. Look at that chart. Does that look like a stock that Wall Street is falling over to buy, I'd rather put Palantir in the portfolio. I'm actually going to buy Palantir. If Palantir drips into like the low 20s, I'm actually going to buy it in my long term. So Palantir is actually a stock that I'm looking to buy like around 20 bucks. Okay. So the thing that the issue I always had with Palantir, people asked me in 2021, like if I was going to buy Palantir, and I always said no. And the reason why I said no was because they were so insanely heavily reliant on government contracts. They didn't have like that private sector business. But lately, and specifically their last earnings call, the CEO addressed this specifically, right? Specifically, the CEO talked about this. Zachary wants to know, do you post swing trade alerts? Every day, brother. Every day, Zach. There's day trades and swing trades every day in True Trading Group. I'm in a swing trade right now. It's short UPST. We've already taken an 80% gain on the position. I'm still in some of it. We just closed out a 130% gain on a swing trade on put options on Etsy. And we closed out a 200% gain on a swing trade on Enphase, also put options, and over 100% gain swing trade on Alphabet call options. This all happened this week inside True Trading Group. Now, Zachary, those are not all my trades. There's 8 pro traders with you during the day, and they all call out their positioning. So this is just amongst all of the moderators in True Trading Group. But every day there's swing trades. Okay. Every day there's swing trades. Okay. So Palantir, right? So Palantir on their last earnings call, and we crushed Palantir on the swing. And you guys remember that? You guys remember the Palantir trade on the day from the earning? We crushed that thing. It was a beautiful trade for us. But that was a trade, not right now. I'm talking to you about long-term portfolio. Okay. Do you state their swing before posting the trades, or do you state that they are swings after? My day job is tough to manage trades live time. And does your trading view allow custom scripts? So Zachary, you could do custom scripts, but Zachary, I just want to make sure that you know the $557 price point, which is what the annual membership is right now, that does not include all of the other tools and resources like TradingView, Benzinga Pro, AI tools, unusual options activity, dark pool data. We have all that stuff on our platform if you want it for an additional cost, but it's still thousands of dollars cheaper than if you were to go and pay for those things on your own. So you could get that stuff included when you do join our platform, and you do have the ability for the scripts. Okay. But when it comes to the trades, when I post my swing trades, the alert literally will say swing trade, short UPST, 24.63. Okay. Or March 22nd, $24 strike put. If you're going to get into the put option, I short the equity, but I give you the option contract if you want to follow me, and you enter the position, right? Set your stop loss. Cause like, let's say you're at your job. Okay. You'll get a notification, and the different moderators also, Zach, different moderators swing all the time. Right. So it's like when you get a notification from a particular mod, you know that they plan on holding the position for a couple of days, but you'll always get the notification. So if you're at your job, and this goes for anybody that's also kind of asking this question, just go through this process, right? So right now, if you get a note, well, not right now, market's closed, but let's say it's Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're at work, you get a push notification on your phone in real time. It's not like a delay, real time push notification. It says that one of our mods just got into a trade. Okay. You can open up your phone, open up your Webull, your E-Trade, whatever. Enter the trade. If you want to follow us, set a stop loss, put your phone down. Set a stop loss, key part there. Set a stop loss, always protect yourself, put the phone down. Then let's say 2 hours later, we take a piece of profit. Maybe we just take like 20% of the position off, right? We're like, oh, okay, we made a nice little, 15, 20% move. Let's take a little piece of profit off and we'll hold the rest. You might get a notification 2 hours later, take profit. Oh, okay, you log in, you take profit, you readjust your stop loss, you put your phone down. Then let's say the next day at 9:45 in the morning, you get another notification. Oh, they just took profit again. Okay. And you can just follow along with the alerts, because every time one of our orders executes, you get the push notification. So that's how 82% of our members, Zach, have full-time jobs. Okay. And this is how they do it. That's how they use the mobile app. Okay. So there you go. So there you have that. All right. Okay. So back to Palantir. Okay, Zach, I hope that helps answer your question, brother. And Zach, don't forget, you have any other questions, just text us. Okay, 1-888-306-8783. Anybody can text us with any questions you have. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. You can just hit us up right there. All right. So back to Palantir. What I like about Palantir is that they're starting to really expand that private side of their business. And they're if you're going to grow that side of the business, now I'm starting to like Palantir. All right. So Palantir is on my buy list down around $20 or so, 20, 21 bucks down there. I'll scoop some up and that's going to get stashed in the long-term portfolio. And I think that that's a $40, $50 stock in the next couple of years as AI continues to develop and continues to, move forward. Okay. So that one's going to go in the list. What do we got next? RXRX, Recursion Pharmaceuticals. I got to be honest with you. I know absolutely nothing about this company. The chart tells me to stay pretty far away. I'm going to give this, listen, the grade I'm going to give you right now, keep in mind, Brandon, I don't know about the company fundamentally. Okay. So I don't know what the company, it's a biotech company. I don't even know what they're working on. I don't know what their drugs do. I don't know anything about it. Okay. It's not a company I follow. So if you know fundamentally something about this company that I don't, I'm giving you this little disclaimer here. I don't know about the company fundamentally. What I'm going to give you is based on the chart only. Okay. So make sure that I just want to make sure I'm clear on that now, because I've talked to you about Palantir. There was a lot of fundamental discussion on that. Right? FSLR, there was fundamental discussion on that. I can't speak fundamentally to RXRS, but I'll talk to you about the chart. I hate the chart. The chart looks very bearish to me. And that's because of the massive resistance level that you have at $16. And I'll show it to you. So here, you used to have this huge level of support at 16 back in 2021. That level broke in 2022. And we have not been able to get back above it now for the last couple of years. Every time you get up there and it looks like we're going to break, the stock gets rejected and it drifts all the way back to the downside. I think it's more probable that this stock goes back to 6 before it goes back to 16. So if I was going to look to buy this, I personally would rather the stock get above 16, then I'll buy it. Now I'm giving you that based on the chart only. If you like this company because of a drug that they're working on and there's a lot of potential for an FDA approval, then that's a different story that I'm not aware of. I don't know about the company, and I'll leave it at that. Okay. All right. Next, I'll do maybe one more guy. SoFi. You know, it's funny. I get a lot of the same tickers. So now we're really going to talk about fundamentals when it comes to SoFi. I own SoFi. I'm not happy about it because I own it from like $13, I think. It's not a large position. It's very small compared to my Microsoft, my AMD, my Meta, my Nvidia, my Palo Alto, my CrowdStrike, my Salesforce. It's, those are much, much, much larger positions, and rightfully so, because those are much bigger and higher quality companies, right? But I do own SoFi, right? I do have it, and I'm down on it. I own it from like $13. But here's what happened with SoFi. I like SoFi. I like their CEO. I like their platform. I like their business model. I like what they're trying to do. This company really got hurt over the last couple of years, none of which was their fault. SoFi generates 10 to 15% of their revenue from refinancing student loans. They acquire new customers onto their platform through the refinancing of student loans. And as you are aware, during COVID, nobody had to pay back their student loans. You have the student loan moratorium where nobody had to pay back their student loan. That hurt SoFi. And every time it was set to expire, the Biden administration extended it. It was set to expire, they extended it a second time. It was set to expire, they extended it a third time and a fourth time. And every time it was time for that company, you can see it on the chart, right? So here you guys can see here with SoFi. So guess what? This was when it was the student loan, it was supposed to expire, and people were supposed to start paying back their loans. Nope, it got extended. Okay, now it looked like people are going to have to start paying back their loans. It's coming up to expire. Nope, it was extended. And nobody had to pay back their student loans. And the stock kept getting hit because of that. In the meantime, they got a bank charter, which is a big milestone, a big step for the company. But then never mind about not having to pay back your student loan. Now we're talking about canceling student debt. And there's been billions and billions and billions of dollars of student debt that's been canceled. And none of this is good for SoFi. It's not because SoFi is incompetent. It's not because their product sucks. It's literally because of no fault of their own, the situation that's been going on with student debt. So I have not bought more of SoFi because I don't know how much of an impact is this student loan situation, student debt situation. How big of an impact is it on their business? Are they able to come out of this? I don't know. So I'm not going to buy more just because it's lower than where I originally bought it. But I'm also not selling it. I'm going to hang around for a while and see what happens. Okay. I like their CEO. I like their business model. Like, hey, banking right from your phone. You don't need to walk into a branch. It's all here on your phone, blah, blah, blah. Right. I like the idea of getting young professionals that are just entering the workforce to refinance those student loans. And then once you acquire the young professional, you then build brand loyalty so that as they develop and they mature in their career and become higher earners, you have that customer and you can sell them other banking products, right? So I like SoFi. It's unfortunate what has happened to them. Really not their fault. And that's why I'm not selling it, but I'm also not buying more. All right. So that's it, folks. That does it. That wraps up this segment of Grade My Stock. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Whole lot more where that came from, though. We're going live on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Set your reminders now. I'm going to give you guys my top trade ideas for the week on Sunday evening. We got to start prepping for the Fed, right? Next week is Fed week. We got to start prepping for it. So for those of you that have not yet joined the TG fam, if you're not yet a member, that price point I'm giving you, that $557, that sexy little 54% discount, it is gone Sunday at midnight. So the price is normally $1,212. The coupon code I'm giving you, TTG121. Use it now. Click apply code. Price drops down to $557. You get all of our courses, simplified and expanded upon version of the training that I received working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto. You guys have access to all of it. Right? You got our chat room. You got our mobile app, the push notifications when our mods enter and exit their positions. You receive all the trade alerts. You get 2 small private mentor sessions with our moderators to help speed up your learning curve. You got a video library with over 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering different topics. The watch list every day from the mods, the stocks we're focused on with entry and exit points. All of this is included for the $557. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code TTG121. Click apply code, price drops at $557. Check out, you're good to go. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate. Send us a text message anytime, any day, 1-888-306-8783. Don't forget, you have the double your money back guarantee. I honestly really don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. If you can't make the $557 back at least once during your membership, After going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending a study group, we'll give you back $1,114. I'm dead serious. Again, the W Running Back Guarantee, it's right there on the checkout page. It's real. Go read it. Thanks for tuning in here tonight with me, folks. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. It was a fantastic week inside True Training Group. Let's make next week even better. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's ride that wave right into the Fed meeting. It's going to be a big week. Don't trade it on your own. Join us inside chat. ttgoffer.com, ttg121. Otherwise, folks, make sure you smash that like button and show some love. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. I'll see you live Sunday at 8:30 Eastern. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.